All right. Today I want to talk about possessions, and these possessions happen frequently among the alcoholic community. I'm a member myself, but though I've learned to limit it now, especially when I found this out. When we drink, we're real susceptible to be possessed. So let me explain. All right. First, if you look at the voodoo culture, if you look at voodoo, right, they do this on purpose. It's called mounting, and they actually get certain spirits to possess them. They call it mounting, like mountain, like you mount a horse or something. But anyway, when they do this, they have ceremonies. Clear the area out, do a little ritual to clear the area, and then they conjure up, or some. I don't want to use the words conjuring some, and those got scary connotations. Basically, they call on a certain spirit. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes the spirit shows up and it will possess the person. And they do this so they can communicate with them, get knowledge from the enlightened ancestors or whatever. So they do this, and during this, like I said, they're beating drums, dancing, and drinking. They're turning up alcohol, guzzling. Just, you know what I mean? So you can imagine the club scene. The same thing is going on in the club, right? But in the club, it's just random. Tell them what type of spirit or entity that will jump in you when you're in there. And I'm a witness myself. So I came to this conclusion after I seen that, and it happened to me recently. I seen that video, and then this happened to me, and then it clicked. I was like, oh shit, it was possessed. Because if you're a drinker yourself, this may have happened to you. If not, you probably seen someone who drinks and they act like a totally different person. They cuss their mom out. They beat their wife, all types of crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Luckily, I've never had any. And personally, I think for those entities to get in you, I think you have to have that evil in your heart. You gotta be that type. You gotta have that shit in your heart, because all the times it happened, it's never happened to me. And I don't hold evil and hate in my heart. So like the ones that get me, I do have sexual tendencies. So of course, maybe the succubus, the sex demon or whatever, he'll get me and make me. I've been had sex with somebody I know I didn't know or wouldn't have sex with. But like I said, it's been times. It happened to me 3 times. One time I was in prison, and they telling me about what happened, stuff I did that night. Man, they said I had walked up on this Islamic dude while he was praying and kind of bumped him. And then when he's like, hold on, man. And they say I start mean mugging him and shit. That's not in my character. I would never do no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I get along with everybody. I never start shit. You know what I'm saying? And they said I was standing in the urinal in my socks, and it's piss all on it. I'm standing in the piss in my socks. You know what I'm saying? So that's not me. A previous time, one happened like 6 months ago, where they say I was banging my head on a brick wall, punching the brick wall, you know what I mean, wilding the fuck out, but something had ignited that. I remember somebody had hit me, you know what I mean, and he hit me and ran or some shit, and I was mad I couldn't find him, but that's when the possession took over, I guess, and I blacked out, I don't remember that. That's when I said I was banging my head on. I woke up the next day like, man, what the fuck happened, man? I got beat up last night. What happened? Like, man, you was wild. You banging your head on the wall, man. You punching the brick wall. You knocking on my door 5 in the morning while my mom in there. I'm like, what? There ain't no fucking way, man. They're like, man, man, you did word, man. So then I got a fucking, that's a pet peeve of mine if I don't understand something. So I'm thinking on it, trying to understand it, and that's when it clicked. I seen the voodoo possessions, it all added up. And then I'm quite sure you've all seen someone, if you drink yourself, it could have happened to you. It's like if you drink and you ever had a blackout, like on hangover, when you wake up and you don't know what you did the next day, it's a possession. Especially when you do shit that you know you wouldn't do. You know what I'm saying? And then another one I just recently found out about, a girl was telling me about. It was a sexual encounter we had. I didn't even know about this because we never talked again after this. Yeah, all right. But she told me, I talked to her recently. She told me, Eric, I was scared of you. I was like, why? You know what I mean? She told me what happened. We had sex, and she said I started kind of rough with her. She's like, you being too rough or something. So she said after that, I got up, stood there. She said it was like a calm came over me. It's like you could tell I turned into another person. And say, I was like, all right, I'm gonna try this again. Then I came. She said I did like on some making love to her shit. And at the time, I was still gone. My mind was gone. I was on the wrong path, living stupid. So the shit that she said I said was definitely not my character at that time. There was no way. Like she said, I told her after we were finished, I told her hold me and don't let me go. You know what I'm saying? So if you think about that, say this disembodied spirit is around, and he has the opportunity to drive my car, my body. He used me, and he got him some mad. I told her, I was like, that wasn't me you had sex with, like some stranger. But He's talking about hold me, don't let me go and shit. So I look at that like maybe, you know, I think he actually liked her because she told me this. He said this. At the time, the place we were at, it was like, man, it was a real bad spot. She shouldn't even been there, you know what I'm saying? So she shouldn't have been. And I told her that, but it wasn't me, you know what I mean? Like, so picture this outside thing. He likes her. He's using me through her. He wants her to hold him and don't let him go. Keep touching him. And then he tells her, you shouldn't even be here. And she was like, what? And it was like, you shouldn't be here or something. And then she's like, as soon as man, she's like, I was so scared I didn't want to just leave. But I was like in my head, as soon as I leave here, I am never coming back. I'm never talking to this dude again. And so she says, pardon. All right, so after she said she's leaving and never coming back, it's like the thing, you know, spirit can see, it can kind of, you say read your mind or whatever. So I basically did that. She was like, as soon as she thought that, I was like, I know you're not coming back. She was like, what? She's like, trust me, I know you're not coming back. She said, that's what I said. You know what I mean? So you use me as a vessel. And then if you look at all the other shit, people beat their wives, cuss their mom out, probably beat their mom. You know, it's dangerous because if the wrong, especially if you hold hate in your heart. See, like I say, I never had an evil one or whatever get me. You know what I mean? I don't hold hate in my heart. But you know, I think if you got that hate, you kind of open the door for it. But you know what I'm saying? But it's dangerous because you can kill somebody, and it's really not you. And you didn't even know you was there. So you wake up in the morning, you just think you killed someone because you was drunk. So someone else used your body to kill someone, and now you got to pay for it. Because you can't tell the police I was possessed and you're good. No, some shit you might kill your fucking son or something. You know what I mean? Shit you would never do. So be careful when you drink. Don't drink too much. You know what I'm saying? Because it does happen. I'm sure it happens because the shit is not my character. There's no way. It's something else. God, that's the only explanation I can see. Something else has to be driving my car, my body, to do the shit I did when I was drinking and to say the shit I said when you know, it's obviously something else. So be careful when you drink. Be safe. Get a drive and all that good shit. Love and blessings. Peace.